Hi, hello, it's me, Julian Greystoke. You may remember me from such popular videos as critiquing Lightlark. I decided I wanted to get rid of the vest. Anyway, we are back, and normally I would let a little bit more space go in between when I finish a read-along and when I start a new one, but I want to keep the ball rolling because in a little while I'm probably gonna have to get a new job. I have not been working, I've just been cosplaying as a full-time artist, and also I've been doing the majority of the repairs on the new house that we just bought. So that's going to be ending soon, and I just want to keep the momentum up. Feeling pretty hyped about how many people found their way to my Lightlark read-alongs. Most of the books on this next vote are going to be fairly popular ones. I want to keep the momentum and keep getting people discovering and understanding what these read-alongs are about, because for a long time I kept hearing people say, I see that you do the read-alongs, but I don't know what they are. And I'm like, I explain them all the time, every time. So if you're new here, welcome. There are a ton of previous read-alongs that you can check out as you wait for this new one to roll out. But today, we are voting on what the new one is going to be. Now, just in case you've stumbled onto this video and you are very new, a read-along here on this channel means something different to what it means on most other channels. Although a few other channels are starting to take this idea and make a read-along mean something else. But here, I read the book, I critique the book, often in great detail, and we see what we can learn as fellow authors from what the authors of the book do well and often, quite often, what they do poorly. I am an author myself. As of filming, I have 3 books published, but another one will be coming out shortly, once I get off my butt and finish editing it. But also, as well as learning, we like to bring some entertainment, some snark, some humor, so we try to cover it all here with these read-alongs. You don't have to be familiar with the book. I'm usually not. I will make sure that we understand it to the best of our abilities. Some of these books can be a little bit impenetrable. Anyway, let's talk about the books that I have decided on for our vote. Then you will go down in the comments and vote for the one that you want. And if you are a patron, or if you become a patron, you can vote over on Patreon. So go over on Patreon and vote there. And your vote will count for 2. Hop over to Patreon at any level, even the $1 level, and your vote will count for 2 votes. The books for our read-along vote today are as follows. First, we have From Blood and Ash. Yeah, we're getting right into it with some popular ones right away. This one won the Goodreads Choice Award for Best Romance in 2020. All right, let's read the blurb. A maiden, chosen from birth to usher in a new era, Poppy's life has never been her own. The life of the maiden is solitary, never to be touched, never to be looked upon, never to be spoken to, never to experience pleasure. This girl sounds like she's gonna have some serious mental health issues. Waiting for the day of ascension, she would rather be with the guards fighting back the evil that took her family than preparing to be found worthy by the gods, but the choice has never been hers. A duty. The entire kingdom's future rests on Poppy's shoulders, something she's not even quite sure she wants for herself. I mean, it pretty much says above that she doesn't want that, so. Because a maiden has a heart, a soul, and a longing, and when Hawk, a golden-eyed guard, honor-bound to ensure her ascension, enters her life, destiny and duty become tangled with desire and need. He incites her anger, makes her question everything she believes in, and tempts her with the forbidden. A kingdom forsaken by the gods and feared by mortals. A kingdom is rising once more, determined to take back what they believe is theirs. The kingdom believes it? The kingdom, as a whole, as a monolith? Alright, believe it, not the king or the queen, the kingdom itself. Through violence and vengeance. And as the shadow of those cursed draws closer, the line between what is forbidden and what is right becomes blurred. Poppy is not only on the verge of losing her heart and being found unworthy by the gods, but also her life, when every blood-soaked thread that holds her will together begins to unravel. All right, so that's very buzzwordy. Lots of things in the general zeitgeist right now of what is popular books. I know that one's a little bit older, but we're still going for it. All right, next up we have We All Fall Down, which was a suggestion from Rachel from Reads with Rachel. If you like my channel, you'll probably like her channel, and if you like her channel, you'll probably like mine. This one is sitting at a cool 2.49, and it's under 1,000 ratings on Goodreads, and I do usually say I like to see 1,000 or over, but it's at 967, which I feel like is close enough. if we vote for this one. In River City, where magic used to thrive and is now fading, the witches who once ruled the city along with their powerful king have become all but obsolete. The city's crumbling government is now controlled primarily by the new university and teaching hospital, which has grown to take over half of the city. That's a big old university / teaching hospital. Moving between the decaying old city and the ruthless new, 4 young queer people struggle with the daily hazards of life. Work, school, dodging ruthless cops and unscrupulous scientists, not realizing that they have been selected to play in the age-old drama that revives the flow of magic through their world. When a mysterious death rocks their fragile peace, the 4 are brought to each other's orbits as they uncover a deeper magical conspiracy. So, like, the blurb sounds intriguing, but I have it on good authority that the actual book is fairly problematic. So that's number 2 that you can vote for. Next up, we have Guild. This one we don't have to worry it doesn't have enough ratings. Boy, oh boy. Gold. Gold floors, gold walls, gold furniture, gold clothes. In Highbell, in the castle built into the frozen mountains, everything is made of gold. Even me. King Midas rescued me, dug me out of the slums, and placed me on a pedestal. I'm called his precious. Now all I can see is Gollum. You've done it already. His favored. I am the woman he gold-touched to show everyone that I belong to him, to show how powerful he is. He gave me protection, and I gave him my heart. Why? Even though I don't leave the confines of the palace, I'm safe. Until the war comes to the kingdom and a deal is struck. Suddenly my trust is broken and my love is challenged, and I realize that everything I thought I knew about Midas might be wrong. Because these bars I'm kept in, no matter how gilded, are still just a cage. But the monsters on the other side might make me wish I'd never left. Obviously, this is a reimagining of the myth of King Midas. I think it's a pretty loose retelling. Speaking of which, if you like retellings and you want to check out mine, I have a Puss in Boots retelling that you can check out now. It has an asexual warrior princess and a cat and a sweet cinnamon roll too good for this world too pure, so if that entices you. Oh good. There's our word in this book. Love that for us. I have heard while this first book is pretty flawed that they get better as they go along, but if we pick this one, we're going to determine whether we think it's even worth bothering. Like, would we go on? Because I, for one, believe your first book should be good. You can't just rely on, well, they get better. And finally, the last book on our list is the first book in the Zodiac Academy series, which from a distance, the cover looked really good, but now that I'm seeing it up close, I kind of hate it. Anyway, once again, we have no danger of this one not having enough ratings on Goodreads. If you're one of the Fae, elemental magic is in your blood. And apparently, it's in ours. As twins born in the month of Gemini, we're a rare breed, even in this academy of supernatural a-holes. Oh, good. It's one of those blurbs that's trying to be really snarky and voicey, and I do not like that in a blurb. Other people can disagree, but I think a blurb should sound a little bit more professional, personally. Air, fire, water, earth. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. No one has ever harnessed all 4 of them. Oh, we're going full Avatar, aren't we? Until we arrived. And that hasn't made us any friends so far. As the rarest elementals ever known, it definitely sounds like we're gonna get to cross off main character as the special on our bingo card. We're already a threat to the 4 celestial heirs, the popular vindictive bullies, oh god, who happen to be some of the hottest guys we've ever seen. Oh god, it keeps getting worse. The blurb keeps getting worse. It doesn't help that they're the most dangerous beasts in the academy, and probably on Earth too. Our fates are intertwined, but they want us gone. They've only got until the lunar eclipse to force us out, and they'll stop at nothing to succeed. We never knew we had a birthright to live up to, but now that we do, we intend to claim the throne. We can't expect any help from the faculty, of course not, when it comes to defending ourselves. So if the dragon shifters want some target practice, the werewolves want someone to hunt, or the vampires fancy a snack, then we have to be ready. Oh, this sounds so bad. But we've been looking after each other for a long time, and fighting back is in our blood. Today's horoscope, totally screwed. Oh my god. I had not read the blurb for that. Good lord. This book does not sound as though it is to my taste. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright. Okay. We're fine. We're all fine here. I know what you're talking about. So go ahead and vote. Once again, the ones you can vote for are From Blood and Ash, We All Fall Down, Guild, and Zodiac Academy. And honestly, I know which one I'm hoping you vote for, but no spoilers. I get what I get and I don't throw a fit. Actually, I do throw a fit, like, the whole time. Also, I mentioned Bad Book Bingo. This is the one left over from Lightlark. If you like Bad Book Bingo, let me know. We will continue it. If you think we should like try something else, feel free to leave suggestions. But this is basically where we put down a whole bunch of like tropes and cliches in flawed or novice writing. But Bad Book Bingo rolls off the tongue so much more easily, and we see if we get bingo. So that's fun. At least I assume so. You guys can let me know if you're sick of it and want to try something else. As usual, we will be rearranging the bingo, and there will be some new things on the bingo card. We always change it up in between books, so yeah. Those are our options. Please vote in the comments down below. It will take me a while before you actually see me reading the book, but I will give you until this date to vote. So get on it, friends, and don't forget to hop over to Patreon and become a patron for as little as $1 a month. That way your vote will count for 2. You can also check out all the other cool patron rewards over there at the various levels. They're pretty cool. The postcard level is very popular, and I've been doing monthly live streams where my chat can tell me what to draw on those postcards. This month we had Capybara stream, where I just drew capybaras. So we've got wizard capybaras, we've got astronaut capybaras, we've got chef capybaras. It's a great time. And like I mentioned, I have my own books that you can purchase now on Amazon. I've got a fantasy romance, I've got a book that doesn't have romance, I've got one with zombies in it. You've got options, you've got variety. And also, if you're like, I want to check out this lady's writing, but for free, there's so much on my Wattpad that you can go check out. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for voting. We are gonna have a time. Whatever happens, I can tell we are gonna have a time. And until then, I will see you next time with whatever it is I happen to be doing next time. Bye!
Popular. You're gonna be popular.
Popular like my patrons: Maria, Harley, Kirsten, Bear, Jojo Bookish, Lauren, Robin, Ursula, Caitlin, Jessica, KJ, LaFone, Amanda, Unicorn Jenny, Celia, Neon, Alyssa, Rita, Deborah, Afra, Melissa, Swamp Goblin Waifu, Sophia, Merween, Kit, Hidden Glade, Light Julie, Belle, Patrick, Anne Sophie, Callison, Ray, Shelby, Zaire, Jesper, Rennie, Scribbling Cat, Savvy, Jenny, Amanda, Lisa, and Sarah. Whew, that's a lot of really awesome patrons, and boy, are they popular.